Sometimes the decisions and actions of governments and councils are just not fair, and I want to change that. I studied arts law at Monash, went there in the 70s. It was a pretty radical place at the time, but it had a reputation for social justice, and that's what really appealed to me. One of my early formative experiences was working with disadvantaged members of the community at Monash Springvale Legal Service at the time. Fairness has always been incredibly important to me, and I guess that early appreciation that life is not fair, and we have to do something about that. Well, as the Victorian Ombudsman, I'm a constitutionally independent officer of Parliament. I have the powers of a royal commission. In my office, we deal with complaints about over 1,000 government agencies in Victoria, local councils, government departments, and all the agencies that sit within. And what we do in my office is look at whether the decisions and actions were fair. My most recent investigation was into solitary confinement of children and young people in Victorian prisons and youth justice centres. Well, solitary confinement is where somebody is isolated for 22 hours a day or more without meaningful human contact. What we found was excessive use of isolation practices was damaging rather than rehabilitating these young people. I've recommended a ban on solitary confinement, and I've also recommended that the government look for other tools to deal with the challenging behaviour of young people. This is not working, and this is not helping to keep the community safe. My role is about fairness for all Victorians in their dealings with public administration. And I'm very conscious of the fact that those who are often the most affected are those who are the most disadvantaged in our community. So a big part of that role is to give a voice to the voiceless.